my boyfriend, amberstreet.com, Starraisin, Christopher Ferner, is doing a podcast. He just started it recently and he's trying to get it up and running. So yeah, it's called The World is a Mess and I Just Want to Steampunk It, and it's on iTunes and a few other podcast servers. He talks about like politics on there, and like he's gonna start talking about like computer stuff and stuff like that, and yeah, just like a lot of interesting stuff. If you've seen his YouTube channel, amberstreet.com, it's some of the same stuff that he talks about there, but it's a little bit more interesting, a little more variety. Yeah, so go ahead, give it a chance, listen to it, check it out, subscribe, just help him get started with that. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you. One thing I didn't mention before we get into this video, I know everybody's gonna ask me what's No Square, and I know most people don't know what No Square is, and basically No Square is this meme. Just like look up No Square on YouTube. It'll be like one of the first videos. It's a song called No, that's my No Square. No, don't touch me there. That's basically it. It's a VRChat meme with like the toothbrush avatar, and he draws a square around him, and that's it. It's got like millions of views, so go check it out. Hey, this is Rockin'. It's Thursday, July 9th, 2020. I'm trying something new today because my gaming setup is really horrible right now. So, and unfortunately where the gaming setup is, my mom is also there. It's like in the living room. My mom is also listening to the radio. So like I cannot record in the living room. It's just not possible. But I still wanted to do a video today. I hadn't done one of these videos in a long time because I just hadn't had a lot to say, but now I do have a lot to say. So I'm on a different account right now. My account is Rock and Row. It's the last name is ROWE, not Rockin_Rocks, because I'm playing with a different avatar today. I'm playing with the No Square avatar. I wanted to play with No Square Baby, but they made it really difficult to get No Square Baby. And by the way, the world that you have to go to get this avatar is called No Limbo. It used to be called No Square. Now it's called No Limbo. So, and they made it even more difficult to try to get the baby avatar. It's like almost impossible to get the baby avatar. In fact, I'm just gonna attempt to get the baby avatar one more time live. Unfortunately, I may have to step away at any time because my mom is kind of like a Karen type, and the dog has to be fed soon, so my mom may be knocking on the door and stuff like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave my phone in my room. So I'm just gonna leave my phone in my room and go back and forth from VRChat to my phone in my room. And I can still see what's going on VRChat because I am actually doing a Zoom stream. So I'm recording and doing a Zoom stream at the same time to a different device. So I'm Zoom streaming to my iPad, and I can actually see everything and hear everything that's going on VRChat. So I can still react to stuff in real time, and I don't have to be in the same room that the computer is in. But this situation should be resolved by like around this weekend. So next time I make a video, I shouldn't have to be dealing with this crap. There's also probably going to be a really bad dropped frame rate. But I do have a lot to say today, so, but I'm going to get to that later. I'm just going to attempt to get the baby avatar again and just show where it's at. The creator made it really hard to get. It's like almost impossible to get the baby avatar unless you're like really, 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 really good with video games and jumping on stuff. It's like almost impossible. Let me show you. There'll be like a 30-second delay here. Yeah, I'm literally having to go back and forth between the living room and my room to like I have to go in my room to speak on my iPhone, which is I am recording the main audio on my iPhone. Any audio that goes into VRChat directly, if I speak to characters, I'm gonna be in the living room. So I literally have to go back and forth to two sides of the house right now because of the crappy gaming setup situation. But it's better than nothing. So I've stopped right here. So basically, you see this ledge, and you see the top of that ledge, like the very top of that ledge. That is where the baby no avatar is. It's up there, and it's like almost impossible to get up there. And I was here for like a half hour trying to get the baby no avatar, and there was like some other users here, and like they kept like making this No Limbo world. It glitches a lot. They purposely like make it glitch, and they try to like fuck with you and troll you when you're in this room. And there's this one user that clones himself and dances and says "top of the morning" to you, and it echoes. And he like clones 100 of himself. And because I have like a 2008 Dell Windows 10 gaming setup right now, it makes my computer fucking lock up. And it happened to me like 5 times, and I was only there for like a half hour. So you see this ledge right here? So this is where I keep falling. Basically, there's a large gap between this stair where I'm at, this like stepping stone that I'm on, and this ledge. There's like a really large gap. And even if you can get up on the ledge, which I think I did once, and you try to get up on the ledge, the next ledge that's a little bit taller to the right side of the screen, like, you can fall before you get on that ledge. It's, like, extremely difficult. And I think I'm having great difficulty with it because I am on a desktop gaming, it's not, my computer's not really a gaming computer. It's just, like, some old Dell from 2008 with Windows 10 with Intel integrated graphics. It's nothing to brag about. It's crap. But it can at least run VRChat. But anyhow, I think that you have a lot easier time getting up here if you have like an Oculus Rift and you have the full-on VR. Because I'm playing in desktop mode, and I think it's going to be that way for a while. But anyhow, let me just try to finish. Let me try to just finish this. There's like a 99% chance I'm going to fall. Yeah, just like 20 minutes ago, there was actually like a half hour ago, there was a ton of people here. But I actually think it's this ledge. I actually think this is where the baby no avatar is. I think it's like on this ledge or something, but I can't even get on that ledge in front of it. That ledge in front of it, like, you see how big that gap is from the stair to that ledge? I mean, like, your character has to have a really, it's like you have to have really good jumping abilities, and I don't. And I think this is made for VR mode, not desktop mode. So unfortunately, as for me, it's going to be, like, nearly impossible to get the baby no avatar, and this may be intentional. So it may have been intentionally done like this to make it really difficult, and probably the creator wanted it to be like a premium thing for VR users. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe the creator's not aware of it. I can't put, I can't speak for the creator of this avatar because I don't even really know who created this avatar, but I watched a YouTube video on how to get the the No Square avatar, and I got this far, so I think I'm gonna get out of this room because it's like dead in here. It was like really busy a half hour ago and there was a lot going on. Yeah, one thing I normally do that I forgot to do is I usually check the number of people that are in the worlds, because I like to go to the ones with the most number of people. Okay, I see it says the go sign. I have to go back in the other room and click the go button. But anyhow, one thing I didn't mention is that there is a high probability that Zoom and VRChat or either one could crash, because I think I'm running my CPU really hard right now, because my 2008 Windows 10 Dell was not made for this type of multitasking, because I'm running Zoom and recording and running VRChat at the same time, which the VRChat is very intensive on my CPU and my RAM and stuff, so something may crash. It's a high probability, but we'll have to wait and see. As soon as I get in a room with a lot of avatars, it's probably gonna crash. I don't know.
I don't know.
Usually I could stand on top of the table, but I don't know why I'm having a hard time standing on top of the table. I think that's just something I could do as Pickle Rick. I think because the No Square avatar is much smaller, I can't really do that. As you can hear, the game is glitching a lot because my computer is not really... Okay, I see somebody's coming up to me. Okay, I think they just walked past me. Oh, they're looking at me. Okay, there's somebody looking at me right now. Yeah, there's stuff I wanted to talk about.
I love it.
Oh man, it's glitching really bad.
I need peanuts, bro. That kind of sucks, bro.
Is this a public?
If somebody says Rockan, then I know they're definitely talking to me. Like, when I'm Pickle Rick, if somebody says Pickle Rick, then I know they're talking to me, but I think I'm gonna rarely play with this avatar. I think Pickle Rick gets more attention, it's just a better avatar, but this one's popular, so I just wanted to play with it a little bit. But yeah, I'm starting to be more regular on VRChat. I'm starting to show up more regularly, because I figured out I can just hang out in VRChat while I'm doing other things and multitasking, and it kind of feels like being in a group, because I work well in groups, so it's very entertaining and I can get stuff done. But man, I have some stories I want to share, but it's already been 20 minutes, so I just want to give an update. So the protest song I was writing that I talked about, called Stand Up, Fight Back, oh my god, that's gone off the rails big time, because I updated it and I researched police brutality a lot and I learned a lot more, and I had updated it, and I have like lyrics talking about like police brutality. and stuff like that,
it's
and
a medium performance.
like.
So,
Anyhow, I asked for constructive
about as
criticism on
good as
purpose
it's
because
gonna
I was
get.
unsure of it,
Here, tuck it
and I
out.
wasn't feeling too confident about it. And the constructive criticism I got bombarded with it, and I came to the conclusion that I needed to scrap it and just start all over again. So, oh wow, I think the avatar's moved to the other side. I'm gonna have to go
For me to do that,
fix
I would
that.
literally have to lay on
Yeah,
the
it's.
carpet.
I don't have a lot of memory on this computer. I have to watch it.
Getting invited by Wicked.
Bless you.
Where did he fucking go off to?
He invited us to a different world.
He didn't invite me! Oh, there it is.
You got the tree. Oh no. Mm-hmm.
Hi. Hello. Bob Gamer. You guys ever read Mops? You guys ever read show?
Yeah, I'm trying to switch worlds, but my computer had locked up. I think it unfroze now, so I may go back in there soon, because it seems like the avatars had spread out, and I like to go where the big crowds of people are. But it seems like there's some more action now, so I may just abort this. Because I know basically if I switch worlds, I stand a higher chance of having my computer crash. So I'm going to get out of this screen. And then I'm going to very briefly talk about some of the stuff I want to talk about. Because I have to worry about... my hard drive is like less than 200 gigabytes. It's really bad. Okay, I tried to sit down. I'm gonna have to stay in this room because unfortunately I can usually move around on VRChat a lot better if I'm not simultaneously screencasting and running Zoom and stuff like that. Ugh. Alright, so okay, so I talked about my protest song, what's going on with that. Yeah, but the problem was oh man, there was so many things wrong with the song that I had written. Like, the messaging was right, like, I had the right message, but, like, the problem was the way I sang it was just, it didn't work. Like, the musical composition part didn't work, and people told me to go a lot harder. If I can, either me or somebody else is gonna have to go a lot harder on the singing, and I'm still trying to figure all that out. I haven't been making a lot of these videos because I usually find it to be a waste, because these videos only tend to get 15 views on average anyways, because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like me. Oh, somebody's having a freak out. That's just some YouTube audio. I know where that's from. That video is called, like, loudest orgasm in the world or something like that that person was playing. There's a lot of trolling on here. Earlier when I was in the No Limbo room, there was just random people screaming, and I was like screaming back at them, because why not, right? It's VRChat. You could scream back at people if they scream. If somebody's screaming out loud, just randomly screaming, why not scream back? It's VRChat. Of course, you can do that in real life, you know, because people look at you like you're fucking crazy, and, you know, yeah, and it would be disturbing to peace. You couldn't do that in real life. Oh man, it seems like the avatar spread out again, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So anyhow, okay. Let me think. Shit. I'm trying to think, what else is it that I wanted to say?
Yo, what is up, guys?
Oh yeah, so I want to tell some stories. Oh, somebody's got airplane in Sonic and Tails. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Oh, somebody's got Animal Crossing avatar too. That's like, I love this game. I'm starting to grow more fond of it. It might be worth it to upgrade to the full-on VR mode and like Oculus Rift and everything, but I'm a long ways away from that. That's very expensive and I don't make a whole lot of money. Can't really afford that. That's pretty cool. But anyhow, man, I want to take one of these earbuds out. So, anyhow, this song that I'm working on is a work in progress. Yeah, we all get that. I might do, like, it might be, like, really heavy metal or something like that. I'm almost done with the artwork for, my character that I've dubbed as the Beast. I've been also calling him, like, the Giant as well, so I don't know. The character does not have an official name. It's just some D&D barbarian character that, you know, and it's a composite character, you know, some D&D inspired composite barbarian character. I've been on Reddit a lot lately. I have a lot of different usernames on Reddit, and I do a lot of different, like, polls and stuff like that. It's mostly, like, marketing research, just so I know how to market my content, or if I want to, like, know something, I have an important question, and I'm going to ask people how their, I'm going to ask people for their reaction to my character, and I'm going to ask them what environment the character should be placed in, because I don't know what environment the character should be placed in. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to have to really wrap this up. I'm not going to be able to say everything I wanted to say. So real quick, VRChat, like, a couple of days ago, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I have two different usernames now. I am Rockin' Row and Rockin' Rocks, and like right now I'm No Square avatar, but I also come into VRChat as Pickle Rick, and I'm more often than not coming in as Pickle Rick because Pickle Rick gets a lot more attention and everybody recognizes Pickle Rick, so I think I will I'll be playing Pickle Rick a lot more. But anyhow, the other day I was in this one room called a single bedroom, and I was in there with like a bunch of people who seemed like they were drunk, and unfortunately I wasn't recording this. I wish I was. And there's also like a video player in there where you can like cast YouTube videos, and like somebody was there was some girl that sat on my lap when I was like playing the Pickle Rick character, so that was like pretty amusing. And I was like laying down on the bed I was laying down on the bed as Pickle Rick, and somebody came up to me and just started like full on like humping me as Pickle Rick. Like I was the Pickle Rick avatar. They were humping my Pickle Rick avatar, and it was pretty funny. So, I love this world called, Single Room. It's pretty cool. I think, really quickly, I'll show it. I'm, like, pretty much out of time. I'll have to save everything else for a different video. I hope the file doesn't corrupt on me. I gotta be really careful. But anyhow, I believe this is it. It's called Single Room, and there's people that like to come into these rooms, and like, you know, there's a lot of people who like to come in these rooms drunk and party. It's pretty fun. I mean, yeah. I'm sober. I don't drink and do drugs. That's a whole nother conversation. You could get into that earlier if anybody wants to ask me why. But anyhow, yeah, I mean, I just had this software running while I was like doing stuff on my computer, you know, for like my whether it's math prep or my songs or whatever, you know. I haven't done math prep yet. I need to do that. I've been procrastinating. Okay, it says go. Okay, so right now it's loading. I don't know if it's like on the verge of crashing, but basically, hopefully Zoom doesn't crash or anything like that, but this is really risky because I'm running my CPU and my RAM memory really hard. I'm really running my computer beyond its means right now. I may not even be able to load this room, but anyhow, one of these single rooms is where it all went down, where I was the Pickle Rick avatar. I was logged in on my other account. I wanted to show that if you go into one of these rooms, you can actually load a YouTube video on the TV screen. Like, you can actually put in a YouTube URL. Okay, it's loading right now. Yeah, there's this really annoying bell that goes off every time you go into one of these rooms, but it's really fun. This room was like, the most fun I had in VRChat was in one of these rooms with like a bunch of drunk people, and they were drawing all over my avatar because I was like, my avatar was laying on the bed and they were like humping it, and like one girl was like, they sat on my lap as Pickle Rick and took a picture, but I'm repeating myself, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. This was like, one of these rooms was like the most fun that I had on VRChat. It was really, really cool.
How old is you, cuh? Microphone.
You got the show.
It was more than some
Okay, so this screen right here, I just wanted to show that you can actually put in a YouTube URL into this like TV screen. It will play like, I think, any YouTube video. The player can be a little bit buggy. I've seen other people try to do it yesterday. I think, no, it wasn't yesterday. I think it was the other day. I seen other people try to do it and it was kind of buggy. Sometimes it will just sit there and load. There's also a lot of like crayons and markers just randomly floating everywhere in VRChat. And if you have the full Oculus Rift mode, you can actually like draw everywhere. I've seen people mostly draw penises. This game, it's a mixed audience, but it has a slant, it has like a PG-13 slant. I mean, they have rules against like not safe for work avatars and stuff like that, but people still do not safe for work stuff on here. They break the rules like all the time. I'm having great difficulty stopping the screen share on Zoom. I'll find out if the file corrupts. If it corrupts, obviously, well, I don't know. I think I messed this up. I think I'm gonna have to do this again. Okay, that didn't go too well. I know how I could have done this better, and I know what I'm gonna do if I ever do this again. If I ever get in this situation again, which hopefully I won't, is I need to be recording the Zoom meeting from a different computer. And I have quite a few computers that I can use. Just none of them are really good, like, mid-range gaming PCs. Like, I'm gonna get a mid-range gaming PC, like, I think this weekend. But, yeah, I should have been recording the Zoom meeting from, my Windows 7 desktop in my room or something like that, because that hard drive has, like, a fair amount of space on it, but, oh well, I see the Zoom meetings processing, so I'll just have to wait and see. Right now, I'm loading the screen share to see if I can even view it. Yeah, I want to make the VRChat videos more interesting in the future, like, maybe do some more interesting stuff, like, maybe, like, kind of, like, more, like, just maybe, like, you know, like, I don't know, you know, make it more interesting, like, I want to make some, like, maybe some VRChat joke videos, like, with my boyfriend and stuff. I want to collaborate and maybe do that, but, I'm gonna have to figure out this recording situation first. I think, one good thing about Zoom is, like, I should use a different computer to do the actual screen recording, and I think I'm gonna do that from now on. Maybe I will use Zoom to record this stuff from now on. So I think I talked about just about everything. I provided an update on my protest song. I talked about the VRChat story from the other day. And I talked about my Beast character. I'm just calling him the Beast right now. I'm just dubbing it the Beast, but I know that there's an X-Men character called the Beast, so I don't know. I can't, you know, I have to be careful about how I use that, but he is a beast, you know, so I don't know. And I'm also calling him the Giant, but he really doesn't have an official name right now. I talked about that. Oh yeah, so recently, I started listening to, part of it was that, I had listened to Rage Against the Machine before, but I, hadn't listened to other bands that do protest songs about the racism subject, like Body Count. I, listened to, like, all the Body Count stuff recently, and it's, like, it's really good. Like, I wish I would have discovered that earlier. But, better late than never. Real quick before I go, I also want to talk about that the United States is considering banning TikTok, and there's many different reasons for this. As for that, you can do your own research, because this video is already way too long as it is, and I have limited space on my computer, so, I mean, I really like TikTok, and I use it a lot for a lot of different reasons, and, there's just been so much lately happening on there, and there's just so much going on. I mean, politically right now, there's so much going on. There's so much that I could discuss, but unfortunately, I have to cut it off at some point, because it takes a lot of time and effort to make these videos, and a lot of times it's usually, I find it to be a wasted effort, because I only get like maybe 10 views or something, and just to touch base with my subscribers and with people on social media that do follow me, that do like my content, and that do care about what I'm doing, because there are some people who do care, and I know that because they tell me, and I just want to give my core base of followers an update. That's pretty much it.